What's up, YouTube? It is your boy Lykast. You read the title. We're here to give a deep dive analysis on Heavy Chaos, and I think he is the heavy killer. I think he will destroy characters like Gold Lewis, Zato, and Nagoriyuki. I'm absolutely serious. So skip here if you want to see the analysis if you've already seen the trailer, but here's our reaction to it.
But I'm really hoping you guys win, because I'd like to see you again.
I think he's got the most swag out of the DLC characters by far.
Definitely. And this song kind of cold for.
You know, all the soundtracks are pretty good.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. See, that looks cancerous to me right there, bro. Did you see he walked up and threw? He threw,
It must
bro.
be a command grab. The way he walked up.
I think it was a regular one, but
That clone is pretty cool that he has. I'm not sure how it works.
Bruh. See, he's got 6 shots, but we don't know their recharge time.
Did you just shoot behind him? Hold on, what? I didn't notice that.
Oh.
What?
All right, so what minute and second it happened at?
Right here.
Oh.
That is cold. I didn't even realize that, bro.
Wow, bro, look at that, bro. That's with the shotgun. I didn't even notice that. That was cancer. That gave me ligma.
Damn.
All right, y'all check this out. Okay, the first thing I want to point out with this trailer that caught my eye was this scenario right here, because this scenario seems cancer to me. He has a reticle on 24/7, like Alfel. Okay, like you see him doing basic pressure right here, and we know he has 6 shots. But how did the first shot shoot before he set off the heavy shot? You see that? You see, while he was getting up, he shot the bullet. Now you're in block stun, and then he went for a heavy shot that guard breaks you. And you can see with the heavy shot right here, okay? You see how the reticle turns orange? That's when you know the heavy shot's about to come out. And the heavy shot guard breaks. Because it's in a reticle type format and it's not a traditional projectile like Stun Edge from Kai, Leo can't go under it. Because look at this. He's berserker slashing. And the reticle is on him. Next shot pops him up and he gets a combo. So it seems like Happy Chaos, he not only does he walk up and shoot, he can shoot a bullet while standing. Basically, he can shoot during any action, but you only have 6 shots. All right. Now, we don't know if you have to charge up a shot for you to get the power shot or if it takes 2 bullets. We don't know how that works. But the fact that you can shoot and set a situation like this up, and then Leo's trying to come in quickly with Berserker Slash to get him, and he called the Berserker Slash. I mean, yeah, what you think about that, Vest?
I mean, the main thing that I'm thinking about like with a heavy shot is that because it guard breaks, right? Would you be able to heavy shot fast RC into a confirm?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying like after a heavy shot, you can RC and then be able to go for a throw mix or something like that after the guard break.
Even like, yeah. So and his long range, so it could be some nasty stuff he could do.
Yeah, I think this dude could be extra nasty and stinky with it. So check it out right here against the Nagoriyuki. This, I think, Heavy Chaos. Again, this is analysis. I could be wrong. All right, I could be wrong, YouTube. I think he's going to be the heavy killer because you got a lot of characters in this game, especially characters like Gold Lewis, to where they just swing. They just swing and they don't stop because recovery does not exist in their vocabulary. All right. So because he has reticle shooting, I think he's going to end up being a heavy killer because as a Nagoriyuki, how do you dodge the reticle besides backstep? But if you backstep all day, you're just going to give him space. So check this out. He backstepped and set up a clone at the same time. So it's not like he has to set it up stationary. He was able to move and set it up, causing Nagoriyuki to hit it, which allowed him to go in. The reason why that was important that Nagoriyuki hit that clone, because Nagoriyuki, as we all know, since we got a pro Nagoriyuki player in the building, if they Beyblade and whiff, there's no delay whatsoever. All right, so the fact that he hit something slowed it down for him to get this 5K here and basically walk up and shoot and go for a throw. The one thing I want to bring up about this clone that we won't be able to see up in this trailer. So say Happy Chaos was standing right on top of his clone and he didn't have this distance right here. If he was right on top of his clone and it acted just like a pose, this is broken. 100% guaranteed. There's no reason to play Zato anymore. Drop the character. Happy Chaos is your Elfeld and your Zato.
Honestly, bro,
Go ahead.
I might just duck every chaos if that's in the pose, bro.
I hope it works like chips. Not to where if you hit the clone, you hit chaos, but to where you can hit past the clone, if that makes sense. So say Nagoriyuki, let's say Chaos was standing right on top of his clone here. The Beyblade would hit Chaos and the clone. If that's the case, then I think it's fine, because they allow you to set the clone while backing up with Happy Chaos. All right. So now he goes for 5K. I'm assuming, again, you don't know. And then he shoots in the middle of recovery frames like we talked about earlier. You see? Boom. So he pops it and then he walks forward. Okay. So, which I think is dope. This is why you want to play this character right here. And and now you're in block stun, and at the tip of the end of your block stun, he goes for throw. So now this is easy strike throw mix. So this is a pretty strong character already, or what I'm guessing. So that's something to take. What do you think about this situation, Vest?
I was thinking, right, that grab right there was a command grab, because for you to be walking forward while shooting, that has to be like some kind of like special move. You know what I'm saying? For you to be in that action, it has to be like some kind of recovery frame for you to get out of that stance. I'm pretty sure it's a command grab, but again, if that was a regular throw, that opens up a lot of room for mix-ups, because, you know, jump out of it, he can backdash out of it, he can, you know, do whatever. So I really hope it is a command grab, because, man, that would be nasty.
Yo, bro, that'd be hella nasty, bro. That'd be gross. One thing I want to draw attention to is that with the power shot that we talked about earlier, or the shotgun shot, whatever you want to call it, he pops up Kai, which is in combo range, and you saw he was able to roll out of the stance and then go for a conversion. It was a crappy conversion, right? And then he was able to set upon this buff. What does this buff do? But I think with this buff, if I were to predict how they're going with this character, I think that this automatically restores all his bullets.
Yeah,
that's what I think it do. That's what I think. And I think it might add some power or something, a small buff to it, but I think it restores his bullets because he has 6. All right. You have to deal with cancer for only 6 shots, which when you think about it, is just like every other character in this game when they're up close breathing on you. So that's what I'm thinking for this clip. And the fact that he can convert off of this and get a combo is pretty nasty. But other than that, I don't have anything else to say on this clip because we already talked about it. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I was thinking, so because assuming, right, that this super does reload like all his bullets, it reminds me of like Johnny's coin system. So like, what if he has 6 bullets, or like the 6 throughout the whole match? Or like, I mean, the whole round, I mean. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't think he can replenish them by just playing?
I'm saying I think the only way he can get them back is through a super, which would make sense because he has some powerful shots. You feel me? So if it is like that, that would be pretty dope actually. Because like, you know, I mean, rounds are already short enough as it is, but having 6 throughout the whole match and having to use a super or having to use meter to replenish it would be pretty nice.
Yeah,
because then you actually have to think about your shots that you use.
And then he can roll out of it too, so that roll doesn't only have to be used for confirms, but what if that roll could side switch too? So what if
oh no. I really hope not, man.
So imagine, because you know he did a 5K after this, so imagine you walk forward while shooting, you shoot, you're kind of close enough to the Nagoriyuki like we talked about right here, And so instead of going for a throw, you go for a roll and go for a side switch combo, and you get out the corner. Something to think about. Because here's the thing. Because here's the thing. If you're rolling, maybe it depends on if you can throw that roll or something like that. You see what I'm saying? But
like Leo.
Yeah, but this could be just a, you know, or maybe do the power shot into it. We don't know how it works. The power shot into it is better, but we don't know. You see what I'm saying? Because we already can confirm that he can. Remember when he was walking up standing and then he shot into power shot? So from this situation, he can go into power shot and then into roll. We don't know how it's going to play, but that roll, the fact that he can do it out of his shooting stance is something to consider. We don't know the limitations of this right now because, again, character ain't out. Now, here's the great meta game, all right, people? So, right here, okay, you see this throw clash, okay? Nothing too spectacular, but look at what Happy Chaos does. Good job, bro. Good job. Good job. His taunt is going to tilt some people, bro. I guarantee you. His taunt is mad disrespectful. So now they're showing some story stuff. And you see he moved backwards by putting up the hologram.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did that taunt load up the bullet? Does he have a taunt to where he loads up and restores bullets? If that's the case, that makes no difference to his game plan whatsoever. And let me tell you, let me explain it. Because if you're taunting to reload bullets, as opposed to doing the super, as we predict, then all you do is just PRC out of taunt. Because you can do that in this game.
Right.
So you're still burning meter. So it makes no difference whatsoever, except this time you're being disrespectful. We don't know. Again, I don't know. No idea. But just something to consider. Now, one thing that I already mentioned is that you can backdash him. That's why I think he's going to be the heavy killer, because there's no response to this if you're big. Especially if you're Nagaryukin, you can't jump and air dash and Potemkin. So if you jump and air dash, can you avoid these bullets? That's the question. That's the $1 million question. Because if you can, it's not that bad. But remember, I think these bullets have good tracking on them, because remember when Chaos was doing the power shot, it hit Berserker Slash. So with this right here, I'm really curious to see if you can jump air dash it. If you can jump air dashes, you can make him waste shots, but you can't punish him. Because we already confirmed that he can at least roll out of stance. Now, we don't know if he can just press a button and get out completely and stand still in neutral. If he can do that, then that's cancer. But we know he can roll out of this stance right here. So what's going to happen is if you jump air dash, if May jumps air dash from this position, he'll go to his opposite side, all right? And then he'll roll and they'll be back in neutral, all right? But if he can cancel stance, then the second May jumps, he cancels stance and goes into anti-air.
Well, it might be a thing to where, like, he might be able only to roll on, like, a hit confirm. You know what I'm saying? So,
or like on Bloxen or something?
Now I'm saying, like, he might only be able to roll if the hit lands. Like, a true hit, not block. Okay. If you can air dash it, that would be really nice, but wouldn't matter for me because I play Nago. But you know, at least it'll be an option. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I'll report past it, so that's one thing Nago has that's going for him.
Now, one thing that has me thinking about the bullets themselves is that green bar that you have to charge it up for him to do the power shot. So you hold a button, and how long you hold it determines how fast it goes up, because you can see him losing green bar as he shoots. So is that how long you are in walking stance, how long you can go? Because every time you see him shoot, you see the meter deplete every time he shoots. So is that how long you can be in stance, or is that a recharge for your next shot? No idea how that works. So my final thoughts on this character is that number one, he's an Axel, Elfelt, and a Zato replacement, and he kills heavies. Now, obviously, I'm being facetious when I say he's a character replacer, but y'all get what I'm saying. He seems like he'll punish people that can't move. If you can't move, you have to deal with his mix raw. But if you're able to jump and play around with it, that changes everything. If he's able to cancel out of stance, we already talked about the possibilities with that. But if he's limited in his cancels, this becomes far less scary, but still usable, still strong. So something to consider. I might play him for a week or two to see how I feel about him. He seems too swaggy for me, bro. You know?
Man, you know me. I'm definitely gonna be on chaos, bro. What? Might be my new character.
Yeah, that's how you bring his destruction and chaos, so it suits you, right? You ain't never did nothing right. Well, what's your final thoughts on chaos, bro?
Shoot, swag is there, the moveset is there. I really might drop Nago in main chaos, not gonna lie. Depending on how I can moveset on release. Because he looks sick. He looks sick.
I'm excited to see what kind of colors people are gonna make for him, because that blue skin is
you gotta go.
It gotta go, bro. Outside of that, I'm excited to see what it's gonna be. So, but whatever y'all think about this character, put it down in the comment section and let me know if you guys noticed something or you have a prediction on how this meter works or something like that. But with that being said, people, we are about to head out.
Head out.